number explorers. Have you ever seen this symbol and thought, what in the math is that? Well, you're in luck, because today we're going to break it down piece by piece. But first of all, of course, let me introduce myself. My name is Zyanne Baldon, Miss Z for short, from St. Rita's College of Baliza.
Going back to the symbol, this is what we call sigma. And if you guess it already, yes, we're going to tackle about sigma notation. Trust me, it will be fun and easy. Let's go!
We have here our first example. So how do you read this? How do you read this? It may look difficult, but it's actually pretty easy. You just need to familiarize these words and of course to also understand it. So since we are talking about sigma notation, this is sigma, by the way. The symbol is sigma. Since we're talking about sigma notation, so it's all about the summation, the sum, meaning like the whole total. So we have here the summation of n squared here. N squared is our main variable, or the one that we're going to get the sum of. Okay? And remember, it's in the middle of the sigma. Okay? So the summation of n squared starts at 1 because n is equal to 1. So meaning n is 1 and it starts at 1 and ends in 5. So let's erase this. So the summation of n squared starts with 1. This is the starting point. So and it ends in 5. Ends in 5. So you just need to remember this is the main thing, the main number, the main variable that we're going to get the sum of. And then at the bottom, we have here the start, which is 1, and then at the top, we have the ending. Get it? So now let's solve this sample. So what we're going to do first is to copy n squared. Copy and of course substitute n with 1 since it starts with 1. And then we're going to keep going until we get to 5. So what I did was I just copied this and substitute the n with 1, of course. And we're going to plus, since sum is of course an addition. 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 4 squared plus 5 squared. So what we did is we started with 1 and ends in 5. Where did I get this? Of course, I just copied this and substitute the n with 1 up until 5. So next, what we're going to do is to multiply each, okay, by its corresponding numbers. So 1 squared, of course, it's 1, plus 2 squared, 2 times 2, 4, plus 3 squared is 9 because we multiplied it not by 2 but by itself. 3 times 3, okay, 9, plus 4 squared, we have 16, and then plus 5 squared, we have 25. So we're going to sum it all up, to sum this all up. So 1 plus 4 is, we have here 5, plus 9, we have 14. So we're going to use a calculator. Mind me, cause I'm just using calculator, so it would be faster, but you can do this manually so that you can master it also. And I do not recommend using Calcu unless it is necessary. So we have 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 9 plus 16 plus 25. So we have our final answer is 55. So that's it. Get it right? It's pretty easy, but I know some of you are still confused. So let us have another example. Now this is an upgraded level of difficulty of an example, okay? So let us start. So just like what we did before, we're going to copy this, substitute the y variable with 2. So y squared plus the summation of y squared plus 3y starts at 2 and ends in 7. Okay, so we're going to use the bracket, open and close brackets, because for it to be less confusing. So we have 2 squared plus 3. So again, we're not going to touch the squares and also the 3, because since they're both a fixed number already, we can only just substitute the y only. Okay, so here 2, fast forward. So now that we've grouped them all together, let us proceed in solving each and one of them. So we have here first 2 squared. 2 squared is equal to 4. And then 3 times 2 plus 3 times 2, 6. So 4 plus 6 is equal to 9. Plus sign there. So again, we got 9 from this because 2 squared is equal to 4, and then 3 times 2 we have 6, and then we add them up, we have 9. And the same process in this side. 3 squared, we have 9 plus 3 times 3, 9. So we have 9 plus 9, 18. So next, the same procedure in 4 times squared. We have here 16, and then plus 3 times 4 is here 12. So 16 plus 12 we have 28. 28. And then we have 5. 25 plus 3 times 5 we have 15. So we have here 25 plus 15 we have 40. Plus 6. So times 6 is 36. 6 plus 3 times 6 we have 18. And we have 54. 36 plus 18 we have 54 plus 7 squared we have 49. 49 plus 3 times 7 we have 21. 70. Okay, let's add them all up. So we have here our final answer is 219. Oh wait, my mistake. This is supposed to be 4 plus 6. We have 10. Sorry. My mistake. So 10. So in total, of course, we have 220. So yeah. Let us have another example. So we have here, what if this and 3? And then we're going to start. So I is equal to negative 2 and then 3. So what if we get a negative number? Don't worry. We just need to follow the same process, but this time, since we're starting at a negative point, we're going to, instead of going up, we're going to go down up until we get to positive. You know what I mean? You'll get it once I write it down. So I'm here negative 2. We have to negative 2 and then negative 2 minus 3, and we have here, and this is what I said. Let's put it here. This is what I said when, so instead of negative 3, since we're aiming at a positive number, we're going to end at a positive number, we're going to go up. Okay, so negative 1, and then -1, and then 3. So that the same thing goes. So we're going to get 0 this time. 0 minus 3 here, and then plus we have 1. Positive this time since we passed the negative part. And then 1 minus 3 here, and then we have 2 minus 3 plus. So lastly we have 3 minus 3. So this is what I mean. Okay, this is how it differs from the other ones. So since we have here, they given us the start of negative, so we'll probably start at negative. And also they given us a positive number, so we'll slowly go up until we get this. So 2, -2, -1, and then we have 0, 1, 2, and 3. Get it? So now let's solve it. Okay, so -2 minus -3, of course, we'll have here -5. So -5 times -2, we have positive 10 because negative plus negative or times negative, we have positive. Since 2 times 5 is 10, -10, but it is positive since they're both negative. Okay, the next, okay, the one. Okay, we have here -4. We have +4. So this is going to be still -3. So anything multiplied to 0 is, of course, 0. So it's not necessary to put the 0 here, but for you to not get lost, we're just going to add them. But so anyways, let us proceed. So 1, okay, so 1 times 3, we have -2. 1 times -2, we have here -2. We're going to add the opening plus parentheses, okay? And then plus, the same thing goes here. This is going to be -1, and then anything positive that is multiplied in negative, we're going to be negative. So we have here another -2. And then lastly, of course, this 3, of course, it's 0, and anything multiplied to 0 is 0. So now, let us add them all up. So 10 plus 4, 14, disregard. So we have 14 and minus 4. Okay, 14 and -4, so we have 14, -4. We just add these two. Just add these two and then these two also. So we have 14, and then our final answer would be 10. That's all. It's pretty easy, right? So now we have another example. Another different type of example. It's not difficult, right? It's just the right amount of practice and patience, and then you'll get there, probably. So, or we have here, or so what if in fraction form? You just need to follow the same procedure, okay? So the first thing we need to do here is to, of course, substitute all of it first. 15, we have 15 squared over 15 plus 2 plus, to have a bracket here. Okay, sorry, forgot. Here 16 squared, 16 plus 2 plus 17 squared, 17 plus 2. So now we're done, and then of course, same thing, we're going to add them. Okay, so starting with here. Okay, so 15 times 15, we have 25. I mean, the square root of 15 is 225 over, so 15 plus 2, we have 17, plus square root of 16, we have 256 over 16 plus 2, we have 18. Then next, 17 squared, we have 289 over 17 plus 2 is 19. Okay, plus 18 squared is 324 over 20. plus 19 squared, 361, or 21. And lastly, the 20, we have 400, and then 22. So what we need to do next is able to eliminate the fraction form. We have to, of course, 225 divided by 17, and 256 divided by 18, and so on and so on. So to be quick, if you have a calculator with you, you can just add the multiply 17. We have here our total is 94.24. Okay, we have a total of 94.24 degree. So that's it. From this and this, it probably takes long, but it's easy to solve, right? So that's all for today. Thank you very much, and I hope you learned well. And yeah, goodbye. See how easy it is. If you just have the right patience and understanding, it will be solved in a blink of an eye. That is all. I hope you learned well and learn a lot, my number explorers. See you in my next video. Thank you. Goodbye. See you.